You guys are probably, I don't know if you've seen it on my channel. I don't know. It's so weird on this podcast because I try not to refer to our channels that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although that's who we are. That's how the audience knows us. So I don't even know why I'm like that. But
Yeah, stop that.
anyways, you guys have probably noticed on my channel, I bought that $1 million property.
Just got bit by a garage spider.
Oh.
Yeah.
We only raise black widows out here, so you may want to get yourself checked out.
It's all right. It was in my leg meat. I can lose a couple of that. Maybe about half of it will fall off. Rotten.
You sound good?
Do I sound good?
Why would you make fun of that?
I just meant like I sound good.
Oh.
I was trying to be confident.
Have we clapped?
That was weak.
No, that was perfect. Welcome back to another episode of Fishing After Dark with the Beard and Badge, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you, as always, by Carl's Bait and Tackle, a.k.a. shopcarls.com. What's your favorite fishing lure this time of year, Badge? I've asked you this before, but I want a real answer this time.
Real answer?
Yeah.
I'm throwing the biggest stick bait I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
That or crawl, Texas rig.
Okay, both good options. Luckily for you and all of our listeners, craws and stick baits are on sale. Shopcarls.com right now.
Tell them.
Because they're always on sale if you're a Carl's Club member.
Dang it.
Up to 30% off. So many items in the store. It's a great place to buy tackle if you don't feel like getting out in the traffic. Or you just want to visit a website and just place a little online order. I don't know about you, but I love doing it. It's almost like you're not spending real money when you purchase stuff online, you know?
Right.
You're just punching in numbers to a card into a big machine. It's not really taking any of your money.
That's why I picked up online gambling.
There you go. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's not real.
No.
None of it's real. Only the winning is real. The losing is not real.
Right.
But anyways, we'll talk to you guys more about Carl's a little bit later in the podcast. But it's good for us to be back, the bros in the shop or the barn.
Yeah, man. Got a lot going on in this area.
Do have a lot going on. Project boat behind us. My boat's gone. Norm's got my boat right now. He's borrowing it for some type of a full send in Florida of some kind. You checking out the project boat?
Yeah, I just realized yours is from Tennessee as well.
It is, yeah. I meant to say that when you So spoiler alert, if you guys didn't know, Badge has a new boat project over on the AO Fishing channel.
Tennessee boat.
Yeah. So yours was from Tennessee. Yeah, my guy was from Tennessee too. What part of Tennessee was your dude
Cleveland.
from? I was about to say, because it could have been the same guy. He might just be offloading all of his bad boats onto us YouTubers.
He could, but it wasn't the same guy.
Okay. Not Kevin.
No.
Okay.
I forgot the guy's name.
Because Kevin's a saint, so I would definitely not drag that man's name to the mud.
No. Kevin's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
My guy, pretty good guy. Just, I hate to say this, but if there's a boat for sale on Facebook Marketplace, that person selling it is going to lie their butt off.
I think it's safe to say at this point, if somebody's selling any type of a running motor apparatus on Facebook Marketplace, that there's probably some fibbing going on. You know what I mean? Like old vehicles, old four-wheelers, old boats.
Everything you buy is a project, and it's going to be...
I like that. That's good. That's a nice, deep metaphor. Everything you buy is a project.
Thanks.
No, I like that.
It's so true, though. I found that.
Especially with boats. It's definitely the fact.
Oh, anything used, man. Gosh.
So wait, so your new boat, it was built, like it's a custom boat, right? Like it's not like a factory off-the-line boat, correct?
I mean, it's just the floor rotted, so it was like mid-project when I bought it.
Okay, I got you. So it's custom now, but it was at one time just like a factory off-the-line pontoon.
Yeah. It's just like
deal.
a pontoon, but the carpet's off and the regular, like, couches, whatever, chairs
for sure.
are ripped off.
The seating, I got you. It's literally just a deck. It's a giant deck. We were on it yesterday for many hours.
Yeah,
It was pretty freaking cool to fish off of it, by the way.
Yep.
If you guys can imagine like the biggest bass boat deck you've ever been on and then multiply that by like 5, it's that big. Like me and Badge were like walking around backwards in front of the boat and still fishing.
It was crazy. It was like having a dock.
Yeah, how long is it? Like 20 something?
The platform's 20 foot.
That's 20 foot by 8 foot wide.
Yeah.
That's a massive casting platform.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
We talked about it yesterday. It's literally like fishing off of a moving dock. It literally is. It's a giant dock that you can actually move around.
It's fun.
Lake.
At this point, we haven't released any videos, so I don't know if my audience is going to hate it.
I thought you
No,
said you had.
during the filming of this.
Oh, at this point of filming, but by the time you guys hear this and see
Yeah.
this, you will have a video out. So if
Yeah.
y'all want to check it out, by all means, check out old AO Fishing's project. But
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
yeah, and we can talk more about
Anyways.
Facebook Marketplace scammers later.
Yeah, those douchebags.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although I haven't had much experience in that realm. My boat got gifted to me by like a freaking saint of a human being. So
Yeah.
but that wasn't Facebook Marketplace also. So
Yeah, you
That's-
just wait. I can't wait.
yeah,
for
I'm
you
going to be
join
in
the
that
boat.
realm here real soon because I'm going to be doing multiple boat projects this year as well. If you guys did not know, once we're done with this one, I'm moving on as well. So joining Badge in the old boat building realm,
Yep.
as well as my normal fishing content still, and some property stuff too.
Oh, can we
I
talk
got-
about that?
Let's see. This is gonna. Well, I don't know when this is gonna come out.
Okay, that's enough then for now.
Yeah, we got some big news coming. That's all I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
say.
That's fine.
Large. Well, no, yeah, because this podcast is about the purchase, right?
Oh,
So this
my
this one.
gosh,
so yeah, this one is going to come out after I announce. So yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Before we dive into that, I would like to share some reviews today because now we have service out here, like you guys should know. We got Wi-Fi out here now, bro. It's crazy. I'm connected to it right now, and I have full reign. Like I can go and do all this. I can read comments live. It's crazy.
Yeah, when your livelihood relies on Wi-Fi, it's a game changer.
Yeah. And having to deal with the crap that I have, it just makes me a stronger person. I'm not even going to complain about it.
Yeah, we're just tough. And how hard it is to endure.
Not having Wi-Fi,
God.
such a freaking first world problem to have. But we do rely on internet to do our job.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a little bit of validity to that. Anyways, if you guys did not know, if you're listening to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, you can actually follow us. You can subscribe to the show, and you can leave a 5-star review. You can actually write whatever you want, and there's a chance we'll read it on the show. We actually love doing this. It's one
we
of our
love
favorite
it.
things.
Yep.
So I got one from Hunter, but there's a 3 in there somewhere. Not sure about that. His comment says, yup, with like 16 Ps.
Let's go.
Listen to this at home, in the work truck, out scouting of snow geese. Ooh, snow geese.
Snow geese guy,
Scouting
huh?
them snow geese.
Okay.
Love listening to the River Steward and the Jolly Green Giant talk about your buttholes. This is great because I don't even
Yeah.
read the comments first now. I get to read them like fresh live.
Yep.
So this is fantastic.
I'm so glad that every video is hidden on the River Steward because we're bringing
Yeah.
so much attention.
We're
to
bringing it back. You should just make all that old content live.
Oh, dude.
Probably cash a check. For
Yeah,
all the old content.
if this video got 25,000 likes, I would.
Okay, there you go. 25,000 likes on this podcast, and we will make the River Steward a channel again. So,
Yeah.
y'all, let's make that happen. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Let's get this going. Oh, God, it's a long comment. Let me make sure it's not hating on us because that's too long. I'm sorry. That's too long. That is a good God. You know what? We're just going to have to read it. Frick it. It's a podcast.
Yeah, we need to hear it.
These are like our listeners. We've said this before. I want to really emphasize how much we appreciate you guys listening and watching. And the podcast audience is such a different audience.
It is.
They are so dedicated to this podcast. It's freaking insane. And that's true because like these comments. Look how long some of these comments are, dude.
Yeah.
And they're all like that. They're not like, oh, hey, I love the podcast.
Right.
It's always like a long, well thought out comment. So. Yeah, let's just see how this goes. It might be bad. I don't even know. This is Eric and Tiff. So maybe like a couple. I don't know.
Okay.
Slaying Fat Sallies is the subject. So he says, or he or she, they, I've been watching you guys on YouTube for about a year now. Didn't realize you did podcasts, so now I've been enjoying those and getting to know you guys behind the scenes. I ran across AO's channel randomly, so he liked that. He ran across my channel, liked it. That led him to Norm, Yak Pack, the whole crew. Totally enjoy all of you guys, down to earth. Would love to meet you guys. And I'm on Instagram. Keep rolling out the content. You guys are great. So,
Sweet.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so long. It's so much positivity. It's freaking awesome.
Thanks,
All right.
Eric and Tiff.
Yeah, Eric and Tiff. All right, next up we got ABHDLFNWJWNFC.
Probably just spelled out something horrific.
You think so?
Doubt
That's
it.
a lot of freaking things. I don't know if somebody can spell that out. Please enlighten me. But the subject is Norm fakes big fish catches. Norm, they're on to you, dog.
Yeah, dude.
You have to change up the flow or something.
Yeah, you better start catching your own fish, dog.
He doesn't fake big fish catches, right?
No.
I mean, I know people that do that, but
I've
Norm
been with
doesn't do
Norm,
that.
and he fishes all day for that.
I've never seen him fake a fish catch.
I haven't either.
I filmed with him at least probably 100 times in my life.
You film with him more than me, but I haven't.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen him fake anything.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to see, if you want to hear who fakes fish catches, just let's get this podcast to 5 likes, and we'll drop some heat on some. I'm just kidding. I can't tell you guys that, but
Nope.
anyways, love the pods. Always keep the workday running easier. I see you and Badge just straight up. Wait, here we go. I see you, Badge, just straight up buying Lojo's dream truck. That's a fact. That happened. Also, third time of commenting on something to do a DIY paint job and the project boat painted all white with Guggen graphics. That's interesting. Do y'all's version of the Never Stop tour, host meetups, all that good stuff. Love the content. Keep it up. We've talked about that before. We've talked about trying to do you can call it a Never Stop tour. You can call it whatever you want, but just we're going to do something like that soon.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we should tease that real hard, but I feel pretty strongly that me, you, and some other people potentially are probably going to do something like that soon.
To some degree.
It's not going to be like well, you know what? Let's not even go any further than that. Mm-hmm. But we'll definitely have a big collaborative project coming soon.
Yeah.
It's going to involve me, you, and some other channels. It's going to be really big. It's going to be fun. It's going to be kind of crazy. So, yeah, there's plenty of that coming. So if you guys are interested in that kind of content, I would definitely say subscribe to all of our channels throughout this year, especially now. Like from here on, like I know you're ramping up uploading now finally, which everybody's been, calling for you to do, of course, because they love your content. So they want more content, obviously. I'm ramping up my content. The warm months are coming. The fishing's better right now. So there's a lot of good content coming, guys. So just stay tuned is all I can tell you. Oh, my God. That's so good.
Oh, I'm angry.
Yeah? Is that why you just threw that Gusher wrapper?
I'm fuming.
I'm going to eat one while you tell me why you're upset.
I may have bought a version of your dream truck. Let's not say it's your dream truck. To be honest with you, I probably didn't pay more for the truck I have, much more than the truck you have.
Probably.
Bleep this out. What'd you pay?
Bleep out how much we paid?
Yeah, just bleep out the numbers.
I think I paid like 40 something for mine.
Low 40s, high 40s.
Probably low 40s.
Mine was 53.
We can't say that on the podcast?
Frick it.
I mean, it's pretty easy for somebody to look up how much an F-250 non-diesel costs. I mean, it's...
Yeah, mine was 53, brand new.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it's fair what you're saying. You bought a version
Financed.
of my... Yeah, that's what I mean. You financed.
Okay.
We didn't pay cash for our vehicles. We ain't balling like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Although the title of this video is the $1 million thing. But anyways.
Yeah,
We're going to get to that. But you bought a version of my dream truck. You definitely didn't buy my dream truck.
Yeah.
Because my dream F-250 is like, like a freaking, not even a platinum. I don't even care about the trim packages. But my dream truck is like decked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's lifted a little bit. Not a lot, just lifted for purpose, for like going into rough places. It's, towing package because I want to pull a lot of big stuff, campers and stuff like that in the future. Or like big trailers to move vehicles around and stuff. I want to have that ability. I want to have a winch on it. I want the interior to be nice because I spend a lot of time in the interior, so I want it to be comfortable.
Yep.
So I want the thing like fully loaded, to an extent, but I just don't care about the trim levels, like the King Ranch versus the Platinum versus the Lariat. Like probably just get a Lariat or something.
Yeah, Lariats are nice.
Yeah, that's as nice a truck as me or you need.
Yeah.
For what we do.
I think if I can afford it and if business keeps going, maybe in 5-10 years I'll get a Lariat. I just don't know, man. I'm rough, man. I'm rough.
Well, the truck you've got now is going to be perfect for you. You're going to rip that thing for a few years. You're going to beat the living hell out of it. Well, respectfully, not like purposefully
just
beating
go out
it.
in the yard.
It's just how we treat our gear.
Yep.
We're serious
Already
about
got a
what
crack
we
in
do.
my windshield. So.
That's right. Oh, dude, tell that story, please.
Yeah.
Because that's freaking hilarious. This happens every time a person buys something new. This is inevitably what happens with a boat or a truck. Tell us.
I'm cruising. First video I've ever filmed with Tommy. First time he's ever been in my truck.
Oh, man. So it's Tommy's the bad luck.
Yeah.
Frick that guy.
We go by, new project boat, cruising back. Literally 18-wheeler changes lanes. I don't go over 60 with the new boat because I don't know the trailer.
For sure. Yeah.
Changes lanes, throws a pebble, man.
Oh.
A freaking pebble.
Yeah.
I watch it slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
Ding. Crack.
Cracked it.
8-inch crack. By the time I get home, it's like 10-inch.
8-inch crack, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it yet.
It's about
Dang, dude.
enough to really tick you off.
I was about to say, how did you feel about that when it happened? What was your initial reaction?
I was like all I did was go,
What can you say at that point?
Yeah, just like, yeah, well, there it is.
You just drive the truck right off
Yeah.
the road, just frick it.
It pissed me off though, because I'm like, I spend the most money I've ever spent in my life
You finally splurged for once.
for one time,
Yeah.
dude. I've been saving my whole life. I've been saving,
Right.
just a saving. I probably shouldn't save as much as I save, but I save. And
Right.
first time I spend money, put it in this truck, and it can't take a mother frickin' pebble, dude.
That's
Number
the-
one work truck in the United States.
That's the part that gets me, man. It's
versus
like
a mother frickin' pebble, dude.
So when it hit, it wasn't like a thud. It was just like a tick, like just right off. Because if it was a pebble, it wouldn't make like a hard thud. You know what I mean?
it was a little bit more.
A little more jagged than a pebble.
It was, half the size of a golf ball, maybe like a dime size rock. Golly. Still, though, I mean,
It
you
sucks.
spend that kind of money, you should be able to throw a center block at it, and it'd be like,
Well, you could just go for the old Cybertruck.
I
Isn't
might,
that thing
dude.
supposed to be like bulletproof or whatever? Or the glass or
it
whatever?
didn't work in that video.
I know, I
You see
saw.
that?
Well, yeah, but Elon explained what happened. There was a reason why it didn't work.
Oh, well.
At least that's what he said. I don't know. I mean, I
I
tend
don't
to
know.
believe him, but yeah,
Either way, dude, it's just ridiculous, man.
that sucks, dude. That literally happens every time, though.
Yeah, it's part of life.
I remember my dad. I'll tell this funny story, and we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast. You guys
okay.
are just dying to know how I've squandered all my life's money.
Yeah.
But anyways, so my dad and my mom bought a boat when they moved down to Okeechobee, which is like fishing capital of the South, or at least it was for a long time. In fact, they got a place on the river or on the canal that
Okay.
feeds into Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah.
So of course they bought a boat like within 6 months of living there, right? Because everybody down there has a boat. It's
Gotcha.
one of those communities where you almost, if you have a car, you have a boat. You know what I mean? It's just like part of it.
Yep.
So they bought a big pontoon boat. Speaking of pontoons,
Oh, nice.
they got like a 20-foot big old Joker sun tracker or something.
Yeah,
With like a little
yeah.
60 Merc on it or something.
Okay.
Motor was way too small for that boat. But anyways, they were trying to save some money. So we get it, and one of the first times we took it out. Now, pontoons, if you've ever like operated a boat, you guys listening, I'm sure some of you have been in a pontoon boat in your life. Operating a pontoon boat with a motor versus like operating a fiberglass boat or like a bass boat or a center console or something, it's way different, right? Like the pontoons are so light. The pontoon boats in the water, they sit so high and they're so light. They're actually hard to control sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you get a big gust of wind, I mean, the side of a pontoon boat is like that high.
Yeah.
It's like the wind catches you and starts blowing you sideways. Anyways, they had a boathouse, right, that they kept the boat in.
Oh, my gosh.
So we're coming back in one day. This is only like the second or third time he's ever had it out in the water, right? And it's windy, of course, down this canal. So we're pulling in, and we're trying to get the angle right. You know what I mean? Because if you go into a slip at too hard of an angle, you're going to hit one of the sides.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, we got like halfway in the boathouse, and the wind kicked really hard and swung our back end around before my dad could give it enough gas to get it in. And it was just thin enough to get in. Like that house could not have handled a bigger boat than what we had. Not any. And man, the back side like scraped on the concrete, like just scraped. You know that sound of like paint metal getting just scraped?
Just
Dude,
money.
it scraped like a huge thing like this into the side of the boat. And my dad was so upset because it was like a brand new boat. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
But that's literally like, that's just how it happens. And I don't think he's done that since then. Of course, they've sold the boat since then. This was years ago, but
Yeah.
like he never did it again. It's just, so like with your windshield, it's like when you get something new and shiny and fancy and you bring it out to the real world,
Yep.
like the real world doesn't care about your shiny new toy. It's just like you got rocks flying.
Yep.
You got boathouses and wind. I mean, you got a lot of things to deal with. So
Yeah, that's why, dude, no matter how appealing some fancy car is, I just don't think I could ever do it.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I 10 grand quick down
Yeah.
the drain.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of like spending a ton of money on vehicles because they depreciate so fast.
Yeah.
As soon as you touch them, as soon as you sit in them, crank them up, and drive down the road, you've lost money. Now today's market, I don't know, that might not be true,
I
but
could sell my truck for more than I bought it for right now.
I think that's kind of the deal right now. If you build one like you did and wait, yeah,
Dude, I was even thinking, what if I just built one, ordered it,
yeah.
financed it, then sold it as soon as it got here?
I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing that.
think
If you
people
could
are
find a
doing that.
buyer, dude, you could just do that over and over again and make
That's
cake,
what I'm
make like
saying.
5 or 10 grand a
That could be
deal.
a full-time gig.
Yeah. Well, let's start building them, man.
One a month.
Let's just start building them and just see what happens.
Yeah, frick it, man.
Yeah. Well, That's one way to make money. That's some financial tips with LOJO and Badge right there.
Did you see that I dropped my boat off at the fiberglass shop?
I did. I saw the video.
I feel amazing.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
I meant to ask you about that when we were talking about your current pontoon. I meant to ask about the itty bitty and how it feels to kind of like, you haven't replaced it by any means. You've just kind of benched it for a moment.
Yeah.
Because you had to, basically.
Yeah. When I dropped it off, he said 2 weeks and then we'll start work.
Oh, 2 weeks and then we'll start. Oh, I got
Yeah, we had to finish up. He had to finish up a boat. So I'll go start filming there. I got to do a lot of the work.
That's good, though.
Yeah, I wanted to.
I was about to say, it's kind of sick for you because I know you're paying for it and everything, so it's going to cost a lot of money. But at least, A, you're getting the work done, and you're getting it done by somebody who knows what they're doing. But B, you're getting your hands dirty, and you're going to be able to learn a lot of these skills, to apply them later to other boat projects. So it's almost like on-the-job training that you're paying somebody for, almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the value stays in the boat. I mean,
100%.
If I can actually bring this boat back, it's worth a lot of money because I don't think there's less than like 10 of these in the United States that are fully running.
Those types of pontoons?
No, the fiberglass.
Oh, you're talking about itty bitty. I'm an idiot. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm a fool. Yep.
But yeah, so it's really good fiberglass work, and he's going to teach me a lot. It's a 6-year-old dude. I didn't realize he was 60. Sounded a lot younger on the phone.
Well, if you're an expert in fiberglass, you're probably up there in age.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how it goes,
Yeah.
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah, going to hand me down some wisdom, I hope.
And he's going to let you do the work. He's going to let you film it too in the shop.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That was top. Like I said, dude, I got to film and I got to work.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, come on.
He's probably welcomes the work. Having an extra set of hands, it's probably going to help him a little bit.
I mean, dude, money's money. If somebody wants to show up with a camera and do work for you and pay you good, then like, what are you going to say?
Yeah. No. I don't want extra money.
I don't want
and exposure.
Money, exposure.
Shout
and
out my
assistance.
business. Yeah. That's cool, man. So, like, what is the first step? I mean, I don't want to go through, like, the entire process here, but, like, what is the first fiberglass thing that y'all are going to attack with this boat once he gets to it?
Well, I've been framing it partially with the intentions of moving it the entire time.
Okay.
Because I wanted somebody who knew what they were doing to either come to my house and work with me or I go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get it off the trailer, block it up.
Yeah.
Get it low to the ground so I'm not 8 foot in the air every time I climb up.
Yeah.
'Cause I've almost fallen a couple times off camera. That would be like broken
leg, probably. Or frick your back up. Yeah.
But anyway, so get it low, and then we're just going to, I got to sand all those, those vertical bulkheads?
Yeah.
Got to take them all out.
Oh. Jeez.
But then
right
he told
off the
me,
rip.
good news, those boards running long ways, they're pretty good
They're
condition.
good. Okay.
So we might can leave a couple of those in.
Okay. Well, that would be a little bit less. I mean, any less work you can get away with.
So at first I talked to 3 different shops. One guy told me it was going to cost $30,000
total.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
To do all the fiberglass.
Good God.
And they did like boat shows and stuff that like perfected it. I said, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's probably too high level
for
this project, honestly.
Called this guy without helping him at all. He's going to charge me $11,000.
Okay, well, there you go.
If I help him with labor, it could be a lot cheaper.
Dude, heck yeah. So you could be sub 10 grand just for fiberglass work, and then you're going to be sitting pretty.
Yeah. I mean, my savings will be depleted.
Right. You'll have no more money, but at least you'll have the boat.
At least my views.
Correct.
Stay high.
Hopefully the views will still keep on coming for you, man. That's exciting, dude. You taking that first step to getting itty bitty on the water. By the way, when you guys trailered that thing to take it in to that shop, I was hella scared.
Oh, when we were just driving it?
Well, like when you were showing how much it rocks on the trailer.
Yeah.
In fact, we should get some footage on the screen right here from that video when it's you and Davey are like rocking it on the trailer, and y'all had to strap it down when he was dressed as a construction man, Mr. Bill.
Yeah. Did you like that?
That was funny. I like it anytime Davey's there, just helping, quote unquote, helping you. That's my
No, he is,
and he does. He helps.
No, he carries my channel. So, but no, I'm thinking about making him a full-time employee soon.
You definitely should. Yeah.
Oh, quick story about dragging this if we have time.
Yeah, sure.
I had clips I could not put on the video.
Okay.
But we took a turn. There was a gust of wind.
Oh my God.
And the boat leaned hard.
Mm-hmm.
Trailer was, all wheels were on the ground, but the boat's leaning and the trailer starts kind of leaning as I'm taking a turn. And there's a homeless man just sitting there.
Okay. Oh my God. Dumped
Yeah.
the boat on a homeless man almost?
Almost. Homeboy almost went out in quite a fashion.
Can you imagine already being homeless and then having a houseboat dumped on top of you that kills you? That's very. I'm not laughing at the man because thank God it didn't happen.
Yeah,
but
it was just like wind hit, like a gust. I had my windows down. It was like, it even hit me inside the truck. But yeah, it was terrifying. And then I was cruising, and the road told me to go straight underneath a railroad bridge. This isn't in the video either, but I'm just going. There's no clearance height or anything.
Yeah.
Going, if I would have kept going, the boat would have ripped in half.
Really?
Yeah, bridge was like barely could fit my truck under it.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, like I slam on the brakes.
Oh
And
my!
we almost into the project.
Just took the top right off.
Yeah.
Just convertible.
If that would have happened, I would have just
Just keep driving.
kept on going.
I never look back.
Nope.
I wouldn't have blamed you.
Yep.
Oh my God, that would have been such a freaking mess, dude.
Yep.
Can you imagine?
No, dude, it was terrifying. Like heart out
How'd
of my
you
chest.
turn around?
I just backed up in the street, and then I pulled up in this. There was a clip where you see the tires like scraping a curb, and I was backing all up in this apartment doing U-turns, and
Yeah.
it was terrible.
Jeez, man. Good God, why did y'all not get any of that on footage, on film?
Just
too
seemed
high
too
stress.
reckless.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be promoting pulling dangerous loads through family neighborhoods.
That's smart. Not dumping a boat on a homeless man.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah. That's a good call. Safety first, kids.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I want to take a moment to talk to you guys about Carl's. Formerly known as shopcarls.com or AKA Carl's Bait and Tackle. Now we just call it Carl's because that's the place to get fishing gear, get it at a cheaper price, get it quick online, shipped directly to your house. You never have to take a step out your door. There'll be a link right at the top of the description if you guys want to click and check them out. But basically, once you become a Carl's Club member, you get access to almost everything on the website at a discount. Just to give you guys a quick list of some of the things you can find there, you've got Guggen rods, you've got line, you've got lures. It's the cheapest place to get Guggen baits on the internet. They've got every single fishing accessory you could ever dream of, but at a discount. They've been a longtime sponsor of this podcast, so for that reason, we show them the most love we possibly can. Badge and myself go shopping there pretty much monthly. It's a regular routine that we do. We would highly encourage you guys to do the same. Now, back to the podcast.
Heard you spent a little bit of pocket change recently.
Me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, a little bit.
Yeah. What are we doing, man? We get money. As soon as we get money, we say, you know what would be good for the channel? If I
Spend
blew
all
this
that money. Yeah, so you guys are probably, I don't know if you've seen it on my channel. I don't know. It's so weird on this podcast because I try not to refer to our channels that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although that's who we are. That's how the audience knows us. So I don't even know why I'm like that. But
Yeah, stop that.
anyways, you guys have probably noticed on my channel, I bought that $1 million property.
Yeah.
That did happen. We did, in fact, pull the trigger on a large plot, hundreds of acres. It's right across the street from our house, too, which is the most clutch thing of all time. I got to show it to you today.
It was incredible. It's massive, dude.
It's massive.
Massive.
Absolutely massive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, when I bought this place, you know, where we're sitting right now, which is my first piece of property, which was 17 acres. I don't know if I ever even said it out loud.
Okay.
Partly because I wanted it to look bigger than 17 acres,
Right.
so I didn't want to say it because it kind of took the magic away from it. Seemed like it was like 30
Dude,
or
I can
40.
remember when we first revealed the property, we got the neighbor's property on it, too, in the drone shots to
We
make
did.
it look better.
We did, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of YouTube magic for you folks.
got
but
to.
everybody does it. That's the thing. I mean, you don't feel bad about it because everybody does it. But I never said it was like the first property was huge. I just said it was the most property I'd ever had, which was true.
Right.
But this next piece of property is 100% like
Big girl.
I've never even dreamed about spending this much money, which is still giving me anxiety at night, having
Yeah.
massive panic attacks.
Yeah?
Just on random. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's serious.
Really?
Well, you know, you hit the pin once or twice and all of a sudden it's fine. But
Okay. What's a panic attack for you?
well, it's not quite an attack. You just start becoming like overwhelmed with feelings like kind of like my inner voice is talking to me like this, you know. Are you sure you can do this?
Yeah.
Are you sure that you can do this? You know what I mean? Like you're almost like doubting yourself. You're like,
oh, I have that every night.
yeah. Like it's like you're not that guy, man. You know what I mean? You're not.
Yeah, you're not that guy.
You're not this big, rich, been doing stuff for 50 years, stocks and this. Like you're not that guy. How are you going to do this? But then, like we looked at all the math and everything, and we can't technically afford it. So it's not like we're going outside of our means here, but it is an incredible commitment.
Yeah, it's committing that your YouTube will stay successful for a long time.
Well, that's the plan, and I mean, we're going to do everything out there. I told you some video ideas while we were riding around, but it's not just like hunting. I think that's going to be the initial reaction from a lot of people is like, oh, it's a really cool hunting property, which it is. It's probably one of the best hunting properties that size in the state of Alabama.
I believe that 100%.
I mean, just from what I've seen and what I've seen around here, like other people's properties and like other hunters that I know that are like saying, oh my God, this is like the best freaking hunting property ever. But there's also a ton of fishing content and then just other content that can be gotten out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that huge river, which I wasn't able to show you today because it was way back there.
Right.
But there's a giant river that cuts through it. We're doing multiple videos on that, like as we speak. Like exploring that river system, and we're going to float down it in kayaks. We're going to do a lot of stuff with that river system, but big, like main river runs through the backside of the property.
Yep.
There's deer stands everywhere. There's turkey out there. There's ducks.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
It's
There's a
freaking crazy.
Ridge. That ridge, man.
The Buck Ridge, yeah.
I've never really seen private property like that.
Yeah. It's
I know
weird.
it's there, but it's just gorgeous, dude.
That was the spot on the property that sold me.
Yeah.
Was Buck Ridge.
Yeah.
And then once we found the river the other day, me and Andrew too did, then that kind of resold me,
Yeah.
I was like, God, I'm so glad we're doing this,
Dude,
because the river's just so freaking cool.
We were cruising around, seeing hunting house, food plot, acre after acre, and it was just so surreal because we were in what do we call that thing?
The buggy.
The buggy.
People call them ATVs, like John Deere Gator.
Yeah.
But I call them buggy. Everybody out here has one, so they all call them buggies.
We're sitting in the front. I got my new camera guy in the back, and we're cruising around this property, and we just see like this beautiful ridge.
Yeah.
And we cruise down and looking around. I'm like, dude, this is crazy because when I started, I mean, I've known you, probably 3 years now?
Yeah.
3 years ago, we were working out of a super tiny house in Dothan.
Right.
You know?
Yep. No office, no nothing. Just had my computer set up in like the middle of the freaking room.
Yep.
Yep.
And then, both of us just progressing. And I don't know, man.
It's crazy. It's life, but in a lot of ways, it's really insane to watch.
It's so cool, and it happened so fast, dude.
It did happen fast. Yeah,
that's
very
unreal.
fast. Yeah, it makes you wonder what 3 years from now is going to look like. You know what I mean?
We're gonna
it
be
makes you kind of scared.
broke.
Yeah, completely homeless. But I'll have some acreage to live on, though. Apparently, I don't know.
I'll have a houseboat and park at Walmart.
You have a houseboat. Just put it in my river, and you can live out there too.
Yeah.
There's some current to deal with, though, so we're gonna have to figure that whole thing out. Have to strap her down.
Good Lord.
But yeah, so
going from what'd you have, 2 acres first time I met you? Maybe an acre and a half?
Yeah, maybe two.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, it's a
right
typical
around 2.
like neighborhood house with a pretty big backyard.
So
yeah, so like maybe 1 or
went
2.
from that to cruising on your buggy for about 15 minutes just to make it across the property.
I think we rode around for like an hour. It didn't feel like it though, did it?
No, it did. Oh my gosh.
Not quite, like 45, 50 minutes, but just all the different stuff. And I didn't even show you everything. That was just everything I could remember offhand. There's still parts of the property I don't even know about yet because it's so fresh.
It's so big.
And it's big, yeah.
How much?
How much actually?
Yeah. How much an acre?
Okay, well, this is where things get kind of hairy because, so spoiler alert, the property itself, and I'm going to explain why this is not clickbait calling it $1 million property. I'm going to legitimize this whole thing.
Okay.
Break it down. That's why I love this podcast audience. I feel like they are more interested in this kind of conversation than anybody else. But so the price of the property itself, it's sold for like, should I even say? Is that okay to say? I feel so scared when I'm saying big numbers like this.
I don't know. There'll be some people that are like, oh, they just have a podcast. They shouldn't have property.
Yeah, you're right. Well, who cares? Look, here's the deal. How do I explain this? So this price is, I think the price actually fell like into the 800,000. Like that's what I'm getting it for.
Okay.
But it's the technical listing price is in the 900s. Oof. And I feel like if I listed it right now, like, or if I wouldn't do that because I'm not looking to sell it right now. I feel like if I was going to list it, I would list it at $1 million right now. So that's why I'm calling it that, because with the way the real estate market is and everything right now, to call that $1 million property is not a stretch at all.
It's
272 acres.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like well maintained,
right?
With a river that runs through it. With it's set up for hunting, obviously. Yeah. It's got huge box stands that would cost you 10, 15 grand
each
to make, and there's like 5 of those out there. And there's all these lanes. I mean, you guys, you'll see it, or if you've watched the video, you probably saw a lot of it. But keep on watching, and we'll show you every damn square inch of that place.
Every inch.
But so 800 and something. I can't remember the exact amount. 800 and something for the property. But here's where things get kind of crazy for me, because in that same time frame, this time of year, this is tax season. I'm sure you're well involved in your taxes right about now.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, we should talk after all this. Let's come back to taxes, because if you guys don't know how the tax system is, how it's based in this country, the more money you make, the more taxes you pay. I mean, I think most people understand that.
Yeah.
But when you make a lot more than you made the last year, you get hammered in taxes, which is what you're finding out probably now.
Yeah.
Is that you get if you make more than you made last year, you get hammered. The feds just come in. They're just like, oh, hey, you did really good. You built a small business. You're making good. Give me my fucking money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what the U.S. government's just like,
yeah.
All right, we'll take our 40%. Why don't you go ahead and, or 30 something. It's 30 something. I don't even know what it is.
Tons of money, dude.
Tons. So we agreed to buy that property, right? This is in March when this video is being filmed. By the time you guys see it, it might still be in March, but it might also be in April. But So April, this is tax season. Like, you got till April the 15th to do your taxes. So we agreed to buy that property. And at the same time, we had to write checks. We had to write checks to the federal government to pay our yearly taxes, because we made more this year than we made last year, so we owe them a ton of money. We had to pay state taxes to Alabama, because that blows, because Alabama has state taxes. All the other states around here don't. Georgia doesn't, right?
No, we got a higher state tax than you.
Oh, really? Okay. It's Florida that does not have a state tax.
I'm thinking about coming back to Alabama.
Yeah, well, maybe should.
Anyways, keep going.
But so we had to write checks to the federal government, had to write checks to the state government, and then we had to do our estimates for this year too. Are you doing estimates yet for this year?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Basically,
I got a terrible situation.
If you guys don't know what estimates are, is when if you're self-employed and you're making good money, you have to anticipate how much money you're going to make the next year, or try to anticipate, and then you pay a certain amount every quarter to the government to stay ahead of your taxes. So like basically, I think this year I'm going to have to pay like 10 grand a quarter, just taxes. That's not counting all the sales tax and all the other taxes I'm going to have to end up paying too. That's just in addition to.
Right.
So we had to write those checks. So all told, like the month of March, the toll that it's going to take on us, like just how much we're going to spend, is very close to $1 million.
You know what's crazy?
Not that I had that money, by the way. I didn't have that money to spend. I'm talking, a lot of this is financed, obviously, but a good chunk of it, like 10% of it, was in cash, like out of my pocket. So, anyways, continue. You're just like shaking your head, like, bro, don't do this. You're torpedoing your family. That's what I always think. I'm just going to bury my family under all this debt, but it's going to be fine. It's going to work out fine.
Yeah, you're good.
We spent a month thinking about this, so it's not like we just dove into this head first and we're like, oh, man, hopefully we can make this work.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure we're going to make it work, but it's still scary, though.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? It looked like you were going to say something along that line.
I needed to warn you about this.
Okay, please.
Because I don't know if you can buy boats in the name of a business.
Why not?
I don't know. Or a YouTube business. I think we might have to have a separate LLC for boat restorations.
To write that off?
Yeah.
You think so?
I talked to some business dude from California, and he said that.
Oh, hell.
That's what I'm saying.
Bunch of damn liberals over there.
No. Well, I don't know. Boat?
We're just joking, by the way. When we make liberal jokes, it's just a joke. We hate all political parties and factions.
I hate everybody.
If you're political, just get away from me. Let's go ahead and keep it simple.
Yeah, frick it. Whatever.
But yeah, man. So you saw the property. You got pretty close to a full tour. In fact, you've seen as much as anybody else has, besides the prior owners. So what jumps out to you the most from what you saw, like from a content perspective? Like, what's something that you would want to do out there?
Okay, It's overwhelming, first of all.
Yeah, because we had a lot of ideas.
You can do anything.
Do anything.
It's literally whatever your audience wants, you can do, and whatever you want too. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The first thing I would want to do is get in that river.
Yeah, which is exactly what we're in the middle of filming multiple river videos right now. We've already filmed one. We're about to film another one.
Yep.
So yeah, river content. Yeah, you had a really cool idea.
Oh yeah.
The scavenger hunt thing.
Yeah, we
Explain
got
that
to.
a little bit to the people.
I don't know.
How you were. I don't know how you were envisioning it. But.
So I think it would be dope if there was 3 separate parties. You set up a scavenger hunt, and we had different vehicles, and we had to go to different checkpoints, and whoever finishes wins something. I don't know what they win, but
That's a really cool idea, man.
I think it would be so cool because the property's so big, man. So
It would have to be. It would have to be something where like I was like an official or something.
Yeah.
Because I already know the property way better than anybody else I'd bring out here.
Right.
So, but we could figure all that out. That's the beauty of it is we could figure it out.
Yep.
We could just get like you and Norm out there.
Yep.
And then maybe throw a couple other people in there.
Yeah.
And I'll just hide some. Just put like cash out there.
Do it.
Just put envelopes full of cash in like trees.
Yeah. Why not?
And just make him go find them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we would do it, but as soon as you said scavenger hunt with different vehicles, I was just like, that's a great idea. Because I know we're going to get a 4-wheeler or 2 to get around this property. We've already got the 1 ATV. We're going to need a tractor. I mean, like, that's a freaking must. If you got that much property, you're going to need a tractor.
I want you to get a bucket truck, man.
I know you said a bucket truck, but I'm just trying to think like for how much they cost versus what we're getting.
Oh,
I'm just not sure. But you're talking about like a cherry picker, a bucket truck. For you guys who don't know, like the linemen work on the power lines with that little thing. It's got the bucket. It lifts you up in it.
Yep.
You're talking about like using it as like a camera angle, right?
Camera angle, just random. Like you could do an intro and be above your property, just randomly.
Just go climb up in the top of a tree for no reason.
Yeah, deer hunt from it.
Now that would be cool.
Yeah.
Hunting off it would be really fun.
Bed fishing.
Take it down to the pond and just get 50 feet above it.
Yep.
Yeah. We'd see every bed that there was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Well, bucket truck, that can be one of the first videos. You guys let me know if that's what you want to see.
Dominate it. Take that space, homie. I want you to.
Yeah. I think my favorite part about it is how versatile it is. Like you said, that was kind of like me talking myself into doing it. It was just like, dude, you can do anything out there.
Yep.
It's not just a hunting property. Like that's what you would classify it if you had to call it something.
Yep.
But I'm not looking at it like a hunting property. I'm looking at it like an anything property.
But
you can hunt on it too.
Yeah.
And it's the cool part about it. The property's so long. Like the way it's shaped, and it's not really shaped like anything, but it's a long, slender piece of land. So what that means is when you're in the back, you're like, it seems like you're miles away from like the front of the property. So if you're like blowing stuff up or shooting, or like if the back was hunting only, like me and you talked about, then we could have all of our shenanigans on this side of the property and we wouldn't affect the hunting at all.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't affect it at all. So I think that's my favorite part about it. And then you got that river in the back. So it's almost like broken into like 3 categories. You know, you've got the river and all the swamp and that ridge and stuff is all in the back. And then the middle is kind of like just straight hunting. And the front is kind of open. There's a lot of fields. There's a lot of like open stuff. Racetracks is something I've been throwing around in my mind, like building a racetrack of some kind out there that we could all get some, go-karts or freaking get Yak down there with his Can-Am, just rip.
We got to.
Yeah, there's just so much. I mean, you guys, you'll see. But I can't wait to see comments too. I really want to see comments from the folks at home.
Yeah,
and sometimes
dude.
they have just incredible ideas. I'll be honest. Some of my best video content ideas have not been mine. They've just been like people at home. You know what I mean? Somebody just says a random comment in the comment section of a video, and I see it. And that's why I always encourage my audience to comment, because I'll screenshot a video idea. You know, if I see a comment down below and somebody suggested a really good video idea, I'll screenshot it and put it in like a little folder. And I'll click into that folder like once a week and just kind of, read through what people were saying. Like, for example, people have been hammering me and you about getting our wives on this podcast. And I've seen that. Like, I saw that comment. Yep. It's been made many times, but it always gets a ton of likes. So, I mean, that's on me and your radar to do this year.
Yeah.
We don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to
how.
be one of those things that we're going to do eventually.
Yeah.
Like, because we saw how many people want to see that.
Even if they didn't want to be in front of the cameras and the lights, we could call them. You know what I'm saying? I'm so serious, though.
We got to get him on the pod.
Dude, my wife's
bro.
not doing it, bro.
We got to get them on.
We'll see. We'll see.
We got to have them sitting next to us because we're going to act so awkward. The audience is going to see us clam up so hard because we can't say any of the things that we say on a daily basis.
All tough on the pod. But if people saw us in our houses, just like, yes, honey.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, no, that's so true. That's probably true for everybody, though. Everybody's a hard ass when they're away from their wife or significant other, you know?
Dude, they're so necessary, though, to keep you.
Oh, yeah. 100%. They know that. So what are you doing on your phone over there, buddy? What you got going on?
I had 2 ideas pop into my head for your property that I don't want to reveal yet because nobody's ever done them.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So I just wrote them
show
down.
me off camera.
Yep. I think
Let's
both of them
do them right now.
viral.
Let's just go do them.
Do them.
Just do them today. Let's cut this podcast right here and just go do it.
Yeah, we probably should. I got another one.
Jeez. Dude, that's exactly what happened to me. I have a notes folder on my iPhone. And every time I think of something, I'll try to open it really fast and like write it down. Like, oh God, that's a good idea. Write it down.
Yeah, I just made a notes file called LOJO's property.
Nice. Yeah, please keep that thing full of new
Yeah.
ideas.
So if I just see something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll just send you something.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've also opened it up to you and Norm and a few other people. I mean, like I've told you off camera. I mean, anything you want to do, man, just let me know. And I would try to be accommodating because you and Norm have done a lot of camping stuff lately. I've seen you've done at least 2 videos. I remember.
Yeah, we did.
That have gone really well on
Yeah.
YouTube.
And long form
content, which I think people like on occasion, especially in a camping format. So you're not like, it's not as boring as like fishing for an hour. You know what I mean?
Right.
It can be exciting, but a lot of times it's boring.
Yeah, there's just a lot you can do.
Yeah, a lot of little things. And the more people you get involved, the better. You know what I mean? Like those were just you 2 guys, but I feel like the 3 of us could have one hell of a good time.
People were saying that get LOJO, get Yet Pack, get Davy Gravy.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Group.
Dude, neighbor Daryl.
Oh my god,
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like freaking have a gosh darn camping party out there.
Dude, me, you, Norm, everybody
you just said, like those 6 people, that would be insane.
It would be incredible.
Now that's a lot of cameras we'd have to have, but I'm just saying, like
it's a 3-hour video, but it's
3
amazing.
hour long form content.
Yeah, that's a movie,
dude. Honestly, like just give everybody a budget and just go find a campground.
Yep.
You can anywhere you want and set up a camp for tonight, and just go to like each camp and just see like what that person has done. Yeah. Right, go ahead and write that. You might write that down on your note.
Different location camping.
Yeah, just like $100 or something like that. You know, and everybody has that amount, so you can get a big tent if you want, but then you blow all your budget. So you have to got to get food. You got to do all that stuff, you know, and live comfortably.
That's so cool. And then we can like spin a wheel for different locations.
Different locations or different budgets.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Why are we not doing this right now?
I don't know.
We're just filming a sneaky podcast.
Yeah, we need to quit talking too much though. This is what scares me.
What?
Is there's one son of a gun out there listening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Flair probably pays somebody just to listen to everybody, and then he's just like, hey,
he's stealing video ideas.
Hey, yeah. Because I was gonna buy a camel.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna buy a llama.
It pissed me off so bad.
Stole it and called it Llama Roads.
Right.
That genius bastard. No, we're just kidding, of course. But
Obviously.
No, Flair is just a machine. We all know that. I mean, he's kind of been doing stuff like this, but I do still think even in the Flair realm, there's stuff that he hasn't done that we can do.
Yeah, we're different. It's different. It's not like you're buying a farm.
Very true. Yeah, and that's not my intention with this at all. No. It's more of just like hunting, fishing, camping, and then just anything else. Like anything. Mm-hmm. You want to build blah, 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 so you can blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. I'm down for that. Like, that's literally what anything that pops into anybody's head, I'm just like, yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
That's really how I feel about that property. I don't even see it as mine. I just feel like it's in my name, but I want like me and any YouTube friend that I have to enjoy the benefits of making content out there. And I think like the people at home will appreciate that because it's just going to make it better. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
The more people are doing stuff out here, the better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The more of their favorite creators getting together. And it's just freaking fun for us too.
Dude, I'm getting so many
ideas. I was just about to say, you've been typing like for the last 20 minutes. By the way, have you seen that massive spider that's inside that lighting gear?
In our lighting equipment. I don't know how that happens.
You should check this out, Andrew, too. It's freaking wild. It's a big spider, and he's inside the screen on this one. So he's at the very top. Do you see him? Yeah, it's freaking crazy. He's been just walking around this whole time. I've been trying to ignore him, but he's like taunting me.
What do you what's the biggest idea you have in your head right now for the property?
I think there's one that I feel comfortable sharing because it's already been kind of done, but I had the idea before it was done. But so like Flair, you know how he just did a freaking dirt bike track on his property?
Okay.
So I was wanting to do a go-kart track.
We've been talking about it forever.
Yeah, like
It's been done, but
it's been done, but I mean, who
cool.
cares? It's still I think it would be so much fun. You know what I mean? Especially if we had like multiple people out there.
Yep.
You know, build the track. I have a perfect location for it. It's already like built. We just need like dirt to be pushed around. Basically, we need a dozer out there or something. But yeah, like a huge go-kart track. I mean, drones in the air, long lenses. You know, all of us racing. You know, buy some cheap go-karts online or something that can only go like 18 miles an hour and just be crashing into each other and trying to flip each other and stuff.
Doesn't get better. It doesn't get better.
I know it's not fishing, it's not hunting related. I just feel like stuff like that with all of us together could just be incredibly entertaining.
I think
and
too,
fun. And fun.
Yes, when we can focus some of our effort into videos where we have more control.
Yeah.
Because when TV shows make entertainment, dude, they're not relying on weather. They're not relying on fish behavior.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
You know? And
yeah.
we're trying to entertain hundreds of thousands of people. And it's like, dude, what can we do?
That we have a lot of control.
And that involves buying property where you can do things that nobody wants you to do on their property.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly right. So, yeah. And that's what it came down to with me. I had so many things I wanted to do, but I couldn't do them on my 17 acres. And I was just like, well, shoot, man, this is right across the street. There was too many green lights in my head. I could not ignore it anymore. I had to pull the trigger. But definitely the most expensive thing I've ever agreed to buy, obviously. I mean, you know, that's still scares me. I don't even like saying it.
Yeah, it makes me secondhand, like, anxious.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't know. I think it's all going to work out.
It will, but it's still scary.
Very scary, especially now. Like, once we get into the content and we're making content and I feel like everybody's going to really enjoy it, like viewers. Once we get to that point, then you just are just like, oh, this is the best decision ever, you know? But you got to get to that point first. So I think by the time this podcast comes out, we would have just dropped like the first property video.
Okay.
So we'll see. You know, we're going to see. And we didn't even show much on the property video either. I mean, we kind of just rode around and showed as much as we knew, but like we didn't even been to the river yet.
Oh, really?
When we filmed that first video.
Okay.
Because in the second video, we make it to the river and we actually explore that bad boy. It's crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's so much. Oh, man. It's so cool. I wish I could have took you there today. We just didn't have enough time.
We'll get out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Pronto.
But
yeah, dude, freaking open invite for you and the boys and open invite to you folks at home to give us some ideas out there. You're not just giving me ideas. That's the part I want to reemphasize here. Like, I want you guys to have ideas and stuff that you want to do. And I'm sure it'll come to you like it's coming to you right now. I got different ideas.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably, once you get things rolling with your boats and you get Tommy up to speed, I know you're going to be, you know, probably around a little bit more.
I have an idea of something that I want to do for you. Like a giving back to you.
Oh, shoot.
Because I've never given back.
Oh, well, man, you know, give back with your friendship every day.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, that's what we need. That soundboard right there. We can just push the We need a soundboard. We've got a soundboard. We've had one for like 8 years.
Yeah, we just, you know,
haven't hooked it up.
Right.
It's the best freaking soundboard on Amazon. It was just sitting in my office right now.
Yep.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Well, you got anything else, buddy? We're gonna wrap this puppy.
Yeah, we should wrap it.
This was a great podcast, man. This was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
Getting together and just talking, that's the ticket with this podcast. I found out.
Yep.
It's what people like. But anyways, folks, if you're watching, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you go and subscribe to me and Badge's channel. They will both be linked in the description. Check out shopcarls.com, Carl's Bait and Tackle, of course. They are the video sponsor, as they have been for a long time. So make sure you show them guys some love. And, listen to us on Spotify, Apple. We're out there on every single streaming platform. So if you don't want to watch these videos and see our stinking ugly faces, then you can go listen online. You can follow us there, too. Leave 5-star reviews, all that good stuff. I think that's it, man. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Love you.